Today marks the 10th anniversary of former President Roh Moo-hyun's death. A commemorative ceremony was held this afternoon in Bongha Village in Gimhae, Gyeongsangnam-do Province, which is the late president's final resting place. For more, our Park Hee-jun is at Bongha Village. Hee-jun, tell us more about today's event.
Devin, the memorial service for former President Roh Moo-hyun ended about an hour ago. And as you mentioned, it was right here. It was held here at his hometown of Bongha Village, organized by the Roh Moo-hyun Foundation. It was held under the theme, You Roh Moo-hyun. Now, thousands gathered from all across the country to pay tribute and respect to the late president. And among the attendees was former U.S. President George W. Bush. It was the first time a former U.S. president attended a memorial service for a former South Korean president. Bush's 2 terms in the Oval Office overlapped with Roh's presidency from 2003 to 2008. Demonstrating their close friendship, the former U.S. president delivered a eulogy. He described Roh as a kind and strong leader. He also said that South Korea-U.S. relations took great steps forward under their leadership because they shared the importance of maintaining strong bilateral ties. Bush even delivered a portrait of Roh to the late former leader's family, a portrait that Bush painted himself. Take a listen.
I painted a kind and sympathetic man. I painted a man who respected the fundamental rights of all citizens. And today I pray that his vision for human rights in Korea will extend north across the border. I painted a strong leader who was not afraid to speak his mind, even to the President of the United States.
So the 2 former leaders evidently had a special relationship, and Roh appears to have been well loved by the people, judging by the size of the crowd there.
That's right. You could really tell how much he was admired and loved by the people just by today's turnout. According to the organizers here, more than 17,000 appeared for today's ceremony, and that is a record number. Now, when he suddenly died a decade ago in 2009, it caused nationwide grief. Roh is remembered mostly for his efforts to improve people's lives. He also endlessly tried to challenge the regionalism and authoritarianism rooted inside the country, and such drives are still ongoing as many parts of his vision are mirrored by now President Moon Jae-in, who was Roh's presidential chief of staff and longtime friend.
I think he's an admirable person. He could have taken an easier road, but he chose to take a difficult road in life.
I always thought I needed to come at least once, so I made up my mind and came here from Seoul with the help of my friends.
People have been paying tribute nationwide all throughout the week, and especially today. The ceremony in Bongha Village was an opportunity for them to band together to build the kind of society envisioned by Roh, a society for the people. That's all from me for now. Back to you, Devin.
All right, Park Hee-jun reporting from Bongha Village in southeastern South Korea.